Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. I'm Spirit aka Sabythesimmer. Happy Thursday. I'm actually filming this and editing this all in the same day because I've been leaving everything to the last minute. Procrastination has got me in a chokehold right now. So yeah, I have faith that I can get it done and edited for this evening. I think it should be fine. I'm recording at like 9 o'clock in the morning, so I have plenty of time to edit, but we'll see what happens. If this video is up a little bit late, I do apologize. It's totally my fault for leaving things to the last minute. I just wasn't in the mood for a speed build. I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't in the mood. And then I've been trying to film this over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm just going to go and film it today. So if you are new to this channel, I have started this 4-part build series where I build for 4 parts in real time, and then we do a bit of gameplay with the sim and their new home and their new life, or the life that I've given them for the home that they're now living in. And for this one, I'm doing something slightly different to the last one. The last one I made like a couple's home. This one is slightly different. I wanted a bit of chaos. So we have Mary here, and she is pregnant with triplets. So a little backstory introduction into Mary. So I felt like maybe Mary has just not had a lot of luck when it comes to love, but she's always wanted a big family, she's always wanted children, and she just wasn't finding the right partner that she knew she wanted to settle down with and have these children with. So she decided to get a donor, and she did, and she knew that there was a chance that she could possibly have twins, and she was like, you know what, it's going to be hard, it's going to be a lot, but I'm okay with that. And because I am playing on console, I don't have any mods and things, so I would love if this could have, I wish the game in itself had storylines that fit my imagination. So in my mind, I'm like, she thinks she's having twins, she's unaware she's having triplets. I mean, she's quite big in terms of her bump, so it's not that realistic. By now, you would definitely probably know that you're having triplets, but just in my mind, she doesn't know. But she's aware that there's a chance she might have twins, but she's unaware that she's actually having triplets. I had in mind that she'd maybe have a reaction, but in this game, they don't have a reaction really. They don't really react much to things. So if you have mods and things, then you can definitely play with that storyline. And the idea of her being like, whoa, triplets, I don't know how to feel about this. This is going to be crazy. I'm stressed and a little bit worried. So with Mary, I didn't actually make the base sim. I found the sim on the gallery because you can cheat on console like the pregnancies and things, but it's just a bit of a process. I just couldn't bother. So I know that if you have mods and things like that, it's easier to cheat it. So I'm assuming the person who made this sim just did it that way and made it easier. I just used the sim off the gallery. So I found this sim on Erica Fabin 763's page, and I just tweaked her. I just made her plus sized and I changed her like appearance. She's very tired right now, and I can imagine she would be. She's carrying 3 babies and she's got the big happy family aspiration. I felt like it just made sense. She wants this big happy family. She really wants to be a hands-on mom, and she also wants to live that country life. I forgot to mention as well that I feel like Mary is like a proper city girl, and she always knew that she wanted to raise a family in the country. Basically, she always knew that was the vibe for her. So we are going to build her a cottage in Hempford on Bagley, because I haven't really built cottages yet, and I really want to play around with the gameplay of this pack and just the world and explore it a bit more. So I just felt like she would really want this for herself and also for her children. She kind of feels that the city is a bit too busy and there's a bit too much of a hustle culture that's going on there, and she really wants to slow things down and really spend a lot of time with the children, nurturing them, kind of preparing them for the world and things like that. So I just felt like she wanted to be the best mom she could be, and in order to do that, she thought moving to the countryside where she can relax a bit more and not have to deal with the stress of work and everything, that she could just enjoy the time with her children. So we are gonna look after some animals on this lot. So I gave her the animal enthusiast trait, I gave her creative domestic from the aspiration, and she's a hothead. I believe the hothead one was the one that she really came with. I can't even remember how I changed her and to a bit more to fit the story, but I guess maybe a hothead. I think maybe she's probably a hothead from living in the city. It's quite stressful, so she can get a bit irritated sometimes. So I feel like that fits into her story. In terms of music, she likes hip hop, she likes pop, she likes S-pop music. She doesn't like electronica, and she doesn't like spooky music. So in terms of her hobbies and skills, I felt like because she's a hothead, wellness will probably be a good skill for her to like build upon to try and calm herself down and relax herself. Cross stitching, do let me know in the comments if I have to have a llama in order to do the cross stitching skill like hobby. Let me know if that's the case, because if it is the case, then we'll have to give her a llama. I was only going to give her cow and chickens, but if we need the llama for the cross stitching, do let me know, because I want her to have that skill. She is a creative sim, so I want her to do something that's creative, and she likes cooking, fitness, and guitar. I don't know if I cheated any of her skills. I'm going to check in a minute, because if I did, maybe the storyline is that she's always loved music, so we can go with that. She doesn't like comedy, she doesn't like handiness. She's not really like a jokey person. I don't think she takes herself too seriously, but sometimes she's just a bit like, not funny. And she doesn't like handiness, which is going to be a struggle, because I can imagine when things break here, she's going to be left alone. So it might just be a thing of she has to call out to get someone to come and fix things. She likes the color grey and white, and she dislikes purple. I can't remember if I gave her any purple outfits. I don't think I did, but I felt like her outfits kind of reflect her being a bit of a city girl in terms of like very casual, very cool, and she's gradually going to get into more of the country style of clothing while she's living here, because I feel like that fits in a bit more for just the climate and things like that. I kind of want her to like live off the land essentially, so when she produces her own fruit and veg and harvests, and also like from the animals and things like that, I want her to kind of live off of that. So I'm not going to do the simple living lot trait, but I want her to kind of like use as much as she can from her own produce, and I want her to use that to make her own money. So we might give her a little selling table and get her to sell some produce and stuff like that from her home, or she might just go into the town and do it that way. I know you can do it that way from going into the town, but again, I haven't really played a lot with the gameplay on this pack. I just love the build and buy. So I will get to explore it a bit more, which is exciting. And well done me, because I did actually cheat her skills. I was like, what am I saying? But I did actually cheat her skills. So well done me for that. So she's level 2 in baking, level 3 in cooking, level 1 in video gaming. I guess that's because she picked up her phone and played some games. Level 2 in wellness, level 5 in writing. I guess level 2 in wellness because she's working her way up to it. Level 5 in writing, maybe she'll take up some writing, maybe she'll write some books about her transition as like a new mom and also living in the country, like city to country transition, that kind of style of storyline. But yeah, that is Mary Span. So her budget, if you watched the last one, you know the budget did change as we went along, because I realized it wasn't enough. So I'm trying to be a bit more realistic with the amount that I give her. So I did give her 100k. So a lot of money, but we'll see what we get done, because we've got to make a whole cottage and furnish it for her and the triplets, and also some like farm activities and some like spaces where she can grow some fruit and veg and things like that. So it is quite a lot. And I don't know if we're going to have the money for it, but we're going to see how we get on. So we are at 13 Nettle Lane, if you want to know what this lot is, or where the lot is. And it is 30 by 20, which I think is a good amount size. There's no lot traits or anything on there. Cool. I have trialed this out before, so I have a slight idea of like in terms of how big I want the home to be and things like that, just to make things a bit quicker, because I'm only going to film this for like an hour and edit that down, because I found last time that I was just like filming and thinking, yeah, that could be fine for one part, and it's like, no, that can't be fine for one part. There was too much going on. So this side building is going to be 6 by 6. I think that was 7. I can't count clearly. So it was, I believe, there. Oh, got to cancel that out, didn't I? But this is my first like proper time making a cottage. I've started one for my sister. Like, I want to do a dream home series where I build like my siblings' dream homes. 3, yep. And this one was 8 across, 10 down, 6, 7, 8. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I went a bit over. I can't count clearly. 1 square too many. Oh, I'm missing it. Does that make sense? 10, and it's still 8 wide, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to, oh no, it worked out. I was like, I'm gonna have to shift it, but no, it works out. So wow, this actually looks bigger than I thought it would, but this is gonna be the second floor, so we're just gonna copy that. There is a chimney. I do have a reference image, so I'm gonna pop it up on the screen whilst I'm adding in some chimneys. But I just thought it looked cute. I played around with some of the textures, some of the walls already, so I'm gonna pull out a wall and show you some of the patterns that I've used that I liked so far. So we've got a fireplace there, and a fireplace inside this little area, which I'm planning on doing. This is like possibly the kitchen dining room, and like a living space, possibly the downstairs bedroom down here, and a bathroom, and then upstairs I've got maybe space to do. I could try and fit in 3 rooms up here, because I would love for the triplets to all have their own room, but like it's a cottage, so I don't expect it to be like huge amounts of space. So we're just gonna have to be realistic about the space that we have. Another chimney here, and I believe I even went up with the just standard wall. For some reason today, I'm not like the controls aren't doing what I need them to be doing, like that. I'm gonna change the lighting. It's very blue. I mean, it is a nighttime. Let's change it to the afternoon, because that's the best light. Look how beautiful this world is. Like, it's honestly stunning. Stunning. I think I used the university ones. Am I blind? Why can't I see these ones? I just realized I don't have move objects on. How can I build without that cheat on? How? And remove the ceiling. Oh, no. Remove the ceiling. And then if I pop it in, is it gonna... It's not peeking out as much as I want it to, so I am gonna lift it up. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lift it up because that's not doing anything. Unless I just use half walls, which I think I should probably do instead, actually. I want it to be relatively tall. So let's go with this one. Yeah, that works. That works. You still get a bit of the chimney peeking through. So the upper side as well. But yeah, I hope you guys have had a good week so far. I can't lie, my week has been a bit meh. It's been a bit meh. I had like a second stage to an interview and I didn't do well, so I didn't get the job, and I was really, really upset about that because I really wanted the job and I just felt like I was really disappointed. Do you know when you like do something and you're like instantly like, I should have done it differently? And you know you should have done it differently, and if you just did it differently, you would have been fine. That's the worst. Like, it's that regret feeling that's the worst, I think, because it's like you know, but you didn't do it at the time, so you can't prove that you knew. So it's just a bit frustrating, isn't it? A bit frustrating. Let's pull these in. I'm gonna have it hang over the edge, but I think I kept it pretty like pointy, but I like the idea of rounding it off slightly, and maybe not that low, just about there, but I like the idea of like slightly rounding it off. Does that even work? It didn't do anything. Let me get closer. I'm going to be bopping all over the place because of the height that we're at right now. Oh, that's a bit too round, I think. I just wanted it a little bit. Just like slightly rounded off. Yeah, I like that. And we used, I never remember the roof pieces, like what they're actually called. And I tried to record a building tips video and I didn't like the way it turned out, so I've had to refilm it. Well, I'm gonna have to refilm it, but it made me a bit more aware of like what these roof pieces were actually called, because I feel like I have no idea what they're called. Like, no idea at all. This is the roof piece I'm gonna use for this part, which I believe, yeah, we're gonna make it to the kitchen dining area. I can see a nice dining table in this room. All the high chairs on it. Yeah, I think that works out fine. Yeah, that's the basic shape of it, and then we're gonna have the farming and like garden section on the right hand side. Yeah, I think actually I might swap it and have it on the left hand side, so I might just move this over to the right and do it that way. I don't know why, I feel like I like that idea a bit better. I don't want it to be too far back, but I don't want it to be too far forward either. Let's move it here. How comes this one, when I go down, you can see it, but the other one you can't? That's weird. Let's put that back in there. See if that makes any difference doing it that way. Yeah, okay. But for some reason, you can see it when I put the walls down, which I don't want, you know? But let me quickly get some wall paints. Some wall paints? Some of the wallpapers out that I wanted to use, because I have trialed some already, and I do like a few, so let me pull them out and I'll show you what I like. Okay, so in terms of the walls that I've chosen, I played around with the walls before, and I believe, like wallpapers before, and I believe it's these ones that I use these two, but I pulled this one out and I think this is Realm of Magic yeah. And I kind of like the texture of this because on this second building, the wallpaper is kind of like a mixed stone look. It's not like one tone. It looks kind of mixed. So I feel like that's why the university one works really well with that building. But I also like this one because it does have some like difference in the tones and colors to it. But this just the brick is slightly smaller. So I am open to trying both and seeing what works. But I like this one for the main building. So we're going to pick that one. And obviously we're going to use a lot of the stuff from Cottage Living because it just makes sense. I kind of like the idea. In the picture it is a white building, but I kind of like the idea of having this kind of sandy tone. I feel like it works better with the other wallpaper that I want to use. So we're going to go with this one. And I'm not sure what stone. We might just use the same stone we used for the other building for the chimney pieces, just to give it a slight difference. I don't want it to all look the same. And I feel like this is just a box at the moment, so I'm tempted to do a little bump out for the door, like the entrance way. Otherwise it's going to look a bit bland, I think. Or not bland, but it's just going to look like a box. I get that that's probably what a cottage kind of is, just like, you know, a building. Let's colour that roof in as well. Kind of just like a box building, but yeah, I'm not sure. I like that tone anyway, but we'll see. And I think this one works well because it has the same, like it's got that yellowy kind of tone to it. I'm not sure how I feel about it right now, but we're gonna go with it and see how we feel as we go along, because I'm not sure how I feel about it right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. And I used a lot of like university windows. I felt like they worked really well with this pack, or like even for the survival, like cottagey vibe with the windows. I just needed bigger windows. I am in my kitchen, so I don't know if you can hear the oven, because I can hear the oven going. So apologies if it's in the background. I don't know what it sounds like, so that's a bit annoying. But all I did was, what was that? All I did was, all I did was add the wallpapers to the chimney pieces, and I added in a little bump out for the door, and I used the white, like this wall, but I used it in white. But I'm tempted to not do that. Like, I feel like it doesn't work. So I'm just going to blend it all in. And I don't know how to, like, work that roof piece to the way I want it to look. I feel like right now it looks a bit weird like this. But I obviously want to go with that cottagey feel. And also, I was about to get the roof textures out, but also I pulled out some doors and windows I like. So these are all university doors. And I'm pretty sure when I tested this out, I used all of these. Like these two I think I used, possibly this one as well. It doesn't have super cottagey vibes. I think these ones more than this one, but I just love the shape, the size, and the way it looks on this build. I think this is like a grey tone, but it works really well here, but it also looks amazing here. Like, I love the way it looks here, so we're going to use it. And I think I used this door when I tested it out, but I kind of like the round one. But let's add the roof in first. And you want one that's going to go well with the windows, I think. So like this one. I think that works well with the windows. I'm going to use the same refreshed roof trim. What tone did we use? Was it this? I think it was this. Oh, okay. When I've added in the trim, this piece works out a bit better. It doesn't look so odd. And I didn't center it because I felt like it would probably look better this way. Let me quickly add some lights into this house so that we can see things a bit better. And then we can add some windows and doors and add in a floor plan. I feel like we're getting a lot more done this time than we probably did the last time, which is great. I watch a lot of like Devon Bumpkin, and he does a lot of real-time builds, and I just love the way he does it because he does some like off-camera stuff, but he'll always like be like, okay guys, so this is what I changed, and I always forget to like actually do that part. So I'll change things and be like, yeah. So I really like this window, but it's not cottagey necessarily. Like, it's not the cottage aesthetic that I think we want, but I love it. I think this is too big, so we're gonna go with this one possibly for downstairs. I feel like I might move it slightly just because of the way it's a bit awkward to put down windows. So if the door goes there, this will be the entryway essentially, and then possibly a door into the kitchen that way. But this will be like the living room situation with the fireplace here to the left, and then in the back piece, probably a bedroom and a bathroom. But we also got to fit in stairs and things here. So maybe we should put poot. Why did I say poot like that? Let's put in the stairs and let's figure out a floor plan, and then let's see if that helps with like window placements, door placements, things like that. I always go with the first pair of stairs. I want it to face, like I want it to go up that way. And considering the fireplace is going to be in the kitchen dining room area, I can work with that possibly. I could potentially like wrap it round. So I could have it there. Oh, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Potentially put it this way and like turn it here. And potentially like move it there or something. I feel like that's quite far, like into the house. So, because I was thinking if the floor plan goes something like this, essentially, actually this could work. This could run. If you enter this way, this is basically the entryway, that would be the living space. You would also need a way to walk around here without it actually being the bedroom, which I don't think would make sense. So maybe they do have a separate dining room. Maybe we won't have a bedroom down here. Maybe this is the... So like this is the living space. It'd be quite a small living space. We could always bring it in and not have... Like if we knocked this down, you literally just enter potentially into the living room. Like this, and then that was like a little hallway to go upstairs. And the game literally froze. Let's move that light. So I was thinking potentially you enter this way into the living room space, and then there will be like an archway into the entry, kind of like hallway essentially, where you can go upstairs and also into the kitchen from that space. But this will be the living room space. Tempted to move the fireplace down one, but then I like the idea that they're literally parallel. And then this potentially could be a dining room, and we could have a bathroom around here, or maybe a bathroom and dining room situation, so that the kitchen has like maybe a little breakfast area, but not like a full-on dining room, if that makes sense. Do you guys get my I was gonna say drift, but that's not what I mean. But like, do you see the vision? That's what I meant to say. Like, do you see what I'm getting at? Like, do you see what I'm trying to do? So, living space, little entryway into the kitchen area. This will be the stairs. Then we have possibly the dining room, and then a bathroom here, and potentially like a way to get out to the garden. I would probably have 2 exits, like from the kitchen area to the garden, and then also from here. So potentially we'll do a... I like things to be 2 tiles. Let's put the grid on. So essentially like this. This was essentially a walkway. So dining space, the walkway outside, little half bathroom, and then you'd have the walkway into the kitchen as well. I think that could work. I like the idea of that. And it is a cottage, so it's going to be very much close planned in terms of floor plan. I'm definitely going to use like archways and things like that, but I feel for a lot of the rooms it's going to be doors. I think for the kitchen I'm going to do doors, but for here I'm going to do an archway, and for here I'm going to do an archway as well, and possibly an archway into the living rooms, into the walkway here. So we can fit in a window there. Yeah, I like the idea of that floor plan. I just remembered I've got to now figure out upstairs, which I think, because technically this will be a fireplace, I'm just gonna like block it off, and like it just won't be a fireplace upstairs. There'll just be the one. But now the issue is I have to fit at least one bathroom and 2 rooms, possibly 3 rooms up here, which I don't know if we're gonna fit 3 rooms. So that's potentially a bedroom. A bathroom. I think this should possibly be a bathroom instead, but just making it slightly smaller. Like bathroom there. Yeah, this is the issue I have with floor plans. Like, this is why I literally will follow a floor plan, because trying to make one myself is a struggle. Maybe we're gonna... Let's sort out these walls for a second. Because I'm trying to go like very boxy, but that might not be how we get it done. Let's just quickly remove these walls. Why am I singing? Yeah. Potentially a bedroom. Because there's fireplaces here, I kind of feel like it's weird to have like 2 fireplaces upstairs that don't function essentially. But to like counteract that, it's The Sims, so it doesn't have to be realistic. So you could enter this bedroom here, you could enter this bedroom here, and I want a bathroom, and then you've got this big space here that could tip, like, I feel like it's a waste if it's not a bedroom, so it's going to be a bit of a weird L shape. Oh no, wait, I might be able to like utilize a diagonal wall somewhere. So if I do a diagonal here, this is a weird bedroom. This is a really weird shape for a bedroom. But at least 2 bedrooms, because I just feel like if you have triplets, they're going to need space, you know? So maybe there's 2 bathrooms, potentially. So like this is a bar. It's going to be a very closed space. Yeah, but then I want 2 tiles at least to get into this doorway. So that's why I wasn't gonna do it that way. Because if I was, it'd be... Ooh. I mean, it would be unrealistic, but I'm tempted to even take out this wall and have it as a bathroom. I know when I watched Different Bumpkin, he kind of did that, and it's like unrealistic because it's literally the chimney, but in the game it won't actually affect anything, and I'm tempted to like have it just go across instead of it being such a weird shape. I feel like that works slightly better. So you can enter up, go into that bedroom, this weird shaped bedroom, and then the bathroom. They've at least got 2 bathrooms, because like triplets and you've got 1 bathroom, you're asking for problems. Right, let's remove this wall because it's wasting money that we could be using elsewhere, you know? So I might use this little one here, because that's a really cute window. It's just going to be a bit off balance because I'm not going to use that window on this side. I want to use the bigger ones. I might potentially use these ones downstairs. Is half tile on? Yeah, let's go half tile on. I dropped that one. I feel like my game has been lagging a lot more since they did that kind of like patch update where they was like, yes, we're fixing the lag and stuff like that. And I was like, I didn't have that much of a lag before, so you just made it worse. We're going to do a little double window situation here, and I think because that's the parents' room upstairs, we can do a similar thing. I might even get rid of that tiny window and save that just for the bathroom. But we'll just put one here. Oh, is it going to glitch like all the time? It's not really glitching that much, but I can see it, so it's bothering me slightly. But just like, yeah. It kind of looks weird because it is being like covered slightly by this situation. What does it look like if I tuck it all in? It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. We might be able to work with that. Let's move you to here. We might have to do a whole like symmetrical kind of vibe. It wasn't the vibe I was going for. Oh, that needs to be there. Which is going to be like very close to the window. But do we... It doesn't really make sense because maybe we do. Maybe we do pull this out. Like, this is a big empty space. Like, how do I even utilize that? Maybe we can make this as her crafting area, so we can put like the cross-stitching thing down here. So it won't be wasted space then. It won't be actually wasted space. We can actually use that space because we just need it to like flow, to have the entrance go that way and then for the stairs. So I'm not mad about that. And this window can now be centered if we do that. But it's just these ones won't be because it will squished. Should we just do one window? Maybe we can do one window here, one window on this side. Potentially even 2 windows on that side. Let's see. Let's try 2 windows on this side, which is right next to a fireplace. So I don't know how realistic that would be. But it's The Sims. We don't have to be realistic all the time. How do we feel about this? Oh, I think it's too close to the fireplace. I might have to use it for, like, move it with free placement so that it's not too... That could work. I don't think that looks weird. You know what? I've been in these ones a lot more than the other ones. Like, I'm going to use these ones for this building. For, like, some separation so it's not all, like, samey. That needs to go here, I think. We could potentially fit 2 in here, which I probably will. This is the dining room. So, again, we'll go with, like, 2 here. Help balance things out. And I might even go with 1 on the side. And then this is the bathroom. So I want a small window. So I'm going to go with that little one. Did I get rid of it? I think I did. Should we go with these in the kitchen? I think these are too big for the kitchen. Then I think these are also too big for the kitchen. I'm thinking about the counter space and the fact that we are on short walls. So we might have to use the small ones for the kitchen and bathrooms. So these guys in that greyish tone, this one here. To go for the bathroom. I might even put a window in the downstairs one because it's like small as it is, so I don't know. You put one there. You can't put one upstairs because it wouldn't make sense to have a window there. So we need to put a window there. We'll put one here. And also like an exit, so possibly we'll put the window there. And the windows like 2 here maybe. Let's see how that's looking. I like that. Oh my gosh, this is giving me such cottagey vibes. It's so cute. Get rid of that because we've got a little window situation going on here. I think that works. Does it though? It's just too big of a window to put in a bathroom if I put the other ones that we was using. So I'm not going to use that one. It's too big. I'm going to put a vent. I'm going to put a vent there. Okay, so I've been filming for an hour already. So what we're going to do is add in the doors. So I'm either thinking the cats and dogs door or this, this cats and dogs door or the laundry day one, because I feel like this one just doesn't work. I think I need something that is just like 1 tile, even though I prefer 2 tiles, or like something that's taller. Is this window glitching? I think it is, yeah. I feel like this one probably works better, so let's get rid of you. I do love a laundry day door, I really do. I feel like this works, like it blends in quite well, potentially even this swatch. I like that swatch. I feel like this one blends onto the wall, but it could also be the lighting. I feel like they're not really the same color, I think it's just the lighting. So if I bring it to the front, yeah. But it works for there, so I'm going to keep it there. I'm tempted to even use it for here as well, because let's be realistic, that one was very chunky. I liked the tone of it, but it was just chunky. And I think this might work better, but not in that swatch clearly because it's just doesn't match or anything. Oh, that's a good swatch. I think that's the other one I liked, isn't it? Or that one. I like this swatch. I think I'm going to go with that one. And I kind of want another window. I might even add like 2 right next to each other, like a double window situation like that. I kind of like the idea of that. In terms of doors, I want to use this one, to be honest. And I think I probably am. Like, now I'll put it down. I'm like, I like it. Even in that swatch, I like it. So we're probably going to use... Oh, I like that swatch as well. I kind of like the idea of having like a pop of colour. So like this greenish tone. I like that. I think we're going with that. I like it. So we've got all the windows placed. So let's get some like interior doors going and archways. So I guess we're probably going to go with the cottage living doors. I think I'm going to go with this tone, this brownish tone. I like the way it looks. So we'll put the door there, a door on the diagonal. I'm going to put the door there, but we are probably going to move it when it comes to like actually getting into the interior. So I think the next part will be us doing the kind of landscaping essentially. I think that's how I normally build anyway. I normally go with like the exteriors and work my way in. So I wanted a door here, but we don't have like a double door that's from Cottage Living, do we? We could use the Seasons one because like the wood tones are slightly similar, and I feel like this is something you could get away with. Like it would make sense to have in a cottage. Or that tone. I think that matches the other doors. So you've got 2 entrances there. I need to knock out this wall for the fireplace situation. Let's add in the archways and then we're done for today. Should we use this one? Like it's a bit more like fancy, and I always go with white, but I'm tempted to use like the woodish tone. I think it would look nice against some like wallpapers. So I was looking at a photo again and realised that this second building doesn't actually have like the thatched roof. It's just like a normal roof texture. So I've changed it with the grey trim. I might change the trim. I'm not sure how I feel about the grey trim. But if you can hear any noise in the background, I am in the kitchen. My cats are eating, so yeah, that's the sound. He is clearly eating very loudly. Enjoying those biscuits, are you? Yeah. I just decided to do that. I just changed the roof because I think it would make sense for this building. But I'm happy with the shape that we got so far and what we've done so far. I think when we come back for the second part, I'm going to have wallpapers in, and yeah, we're going to have wallpapers, flooring in. I'm going to change the lights and the stairs by the time we start the second part of this. We might have some like window, like flower boxes. Why do I say flower boxes like that? But yeah, flower boxes on the windows. I think that'll make it look really cute. I can't wait to do the landscaping and like really add in the farm bits and bobs. But yeah, looking forward to it. But thanks so much for watching this first part of the 4-part build series. I hope you liking the way this cottage is coming along. Glad we got the actual shell done in the first part, which is great. But I will see you on Tuesday for a new video. Take care. Bye.